As countries were at war all across the world in World War II, America fell on particularly difficult times. Since millions of men were busy fighting abroad, there was a big shortage of workers at home. The career of a factory worker in the war meant being strong, having abilities, and preparing to construct the tools of war. There were so few men left, so who would replace them? The solution was women. Millions of them. Naomi Parker was one of the first in this field. In 1921, Naomi began work as a waitress in California until the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. As others did, she felt pressured to choose between helping the troops and helping her country however she could. Naomi didn't want to ask for authorization. At the Naval Air Station in Alameda, California, she got a job that had previously been closed to women. She had on coveralls and banded her hair with a red and white polka dot bandana before going to fix military airplanes. She repeatedly riveted metal, tightened bolts, and helped make aircraft that would fight in battles. What Naomi and thousands of women did went beyond work. It was a major change in the world. For the first time ever, American women played an active role in building the nation's fighting effort. They weren't doing the jobs of nurses or secretaries. Many were welders, machinists, and engineers, yet they did it well. At some point during a busy day, a photographer got a photo of Naomi at her workstation. Her look in the picture is serious, firm, and confident. As a result of that photograph, a similar image of a woman was used for what became one of America's most celebrated posters saying, "We can do it." Over the years, no one understood who the girl really was. Some were remembered as the first Rosie the Riveter, even though Naomi had to keep her role a secret. What about Naomi herself? Chasing fame was not something she ever did. She knew the consequences of her actions, and that's all she needed. Nevertheless, Rosie the Riveter did not stop after appearing on the poster. She stood for strength, toughness, and togetherness. Millions of women found inspiration from the image both during the war and for years afterward. It set the stage for a change in attitude toward women at work, by showing that work traditionally owned by men could be done by them too. In 1943, more than 6 million women were employed in the United States. They built more than 300,000 airplanes, almost 90,000 tanks, and a huge number of other wartime tools. They didn't just take part. They changed the economy and changed how society operated. Naomi found the job physically hard, but it meant a lot to her. Much later, she said that she was simply doing her job. We all used to be those children. Even though she was humble, she still made a real difference. Decades after the war, a professor researching why the Rosie poster was created in 2016 found it originated from Naomi's image. Eventually, everything was revealed. It was Naomi Parker Fry, the real woman who inspired the famous image, a hero whose name was finally uttered. When she was more than 90, I asked why she had taken the name Rosie, and she answered, "I think the women of our time could benefit from some icons." Naomi died in 2018. Her memory is kept alive in textbooks, yet also in every woman who's been told no, but still accomplished what she tried to do. Rosie the Riveter represented many women who went to work during World War II. She was a quality of her generation, a movement